Hi guys, this is Randolph Macias. I just wanted to give you some of my takes from what happened with AG Barr on his so-called hearing. It wasn't really a hearing, guys. It was a freaking joke. It was a clown show. That's all it was. Jerry Nadler's the clown, and then the other Democrat Congress people, or the other little clowns or minions or whatever you want to call them. That's what I feel like calling them. Nothing short of stupid and idiotic. It was the biggest circus I've ever seen in my entire life, and I'm surprised, frankly, that AG Barr put up with that. And they were asking him so many questions, but they never let him answer. You gotta let the man answer. Even Barr said, if this is a hearing, I thought I was supposed to be heard. So many stupid points are brought up, and I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that maybe all these Democrat Congress people who might be up for reelection, or maybe just want to damage Donald Trump, or whatever they want to do, their agenda was not kind. That's for damn sure. This is absolutely for sure. They just want to provide some type of base in their own constituency to make President Trump look bad. Even they even accused AG Barr of doing things that would cause video to that would be allowed to be used in President Trump's campaign videos. The ridiculous, most stupidest child idiotic things I've ever heard in my entire life were said. I couldn't bear to stand it, but I guess if you want to be entertained, go ahead. But AG Barr, his face barely changed ever. And one guy asked him, well, under penalty of perjury, I'm going to ask you this question. And so he tried to answer, and then the guy tried to claim his time again because he said, well, you answered the question. We said, no, if I'm going to be under penalty of perjury, I'm going to answer the damn question. This was verbatim, by the way. I'm going to answer the damn question. And so the only time that AG Barr got anything in was when it transferred over to Republican time. And only during that time, the Republicans hardly had any questions for him because the poor guy was trying to answer the previous Democrat congressperson's question on the Republican congressperson's time. That's how greedy they are. If I had a penny for every time they said reclaim my time, I'd be a freaking millionaire. I no doubt in my mind. It was a circus. They didn't let the man talk. It was an idiotic travesty. Nothing more, nothing less. So dramatics kicked in. There was a video that was played that Nadler had cut off prematurely that is now on the internet in its entirety. I believe it was Jim Jordan's video about the horrible violence that's going on in Portland and how they say that federal troops are the perpetrators. There's there was about 30, maybe 60 of them that were deployed there. They were inside the courthouse and they only responded when people started coming out with power tools trying to cut through the gate. And A.G. Barr, when he finally did get a few words to talk, actually said if those people were not there, if the U.S. Marshals were not there to protect the federal courthouse and allow the judges and the prosecutors and the public defenders to do their duty and do their job, the courthouse would have surely been burned to the ground. They were firing everything you could possibly think at. Urine and bleach were being thrown at the officers. Lasers are being pointed at them. I know of 2 or 3 federal officers who have been permanently blinded, and they're trying to throw all this that the federal officers were the one perpetrating the violence when they in fact were not perpetrating violence. They were simply trying to protect the U.S. courthouse that you and I pay for with our tax dollars. They've already defaced it and they're setting little fires around it, but that belongs to the United States. That belongs to us, the American people. And it happens to be in Portland, but there will be law and order. Make no mistake. There will be law and order. President Trump will run on that, and he's going to win. He can run on many other things, but on that especially, he's going to win. And Joe Biden, during the same period of time, just so happened to be doing a little Q&A with reporters in Delaware. And he made a false statement that President Trump was holding his Bible upside down. He said, well, he was holding the Bible upside down, and I don't know how much he reads it or if he reads it at all. That's just a paraphrase of what Vice President Joe Biden said. Well, it was debunked very quickly because I was there I was on my computer and I saw it when President Trump did it. He held the Bible right side up. He held it to the side and he held it up and he held it right side up. Never have I saw a president with so much respect for his country, his God, and the evangelicals who love God and want to see America go in a positive move forward. We can only make this happen with 4 more years. I encourage you to vote for President Trump in the upcoming election. Keep the momentum going. We cannot let this so-called New World Order win. If President Trump is taken out of office, hopefully not fraudulently, but if it is fraudulently, believe me, we will fight it. If he is not elected to office and Joe Biden becomes president, he's just going to be a puppet. He might not even last in his presidency, and a vice president will take the reins, and it would be hell on earth here in America, and I will be damned if that's going to happen in my lifetime. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure this man gets reelected, because I frankly can't stand it anymore. It's gone way over the edge. Christians are under persecution, basic things, cancel culture. There was just a big tech hearing today with 4 of the CEOs of the largest companies in the world, right here in America. I think that at that point, some of the same people who are grandstanding in the Nadler hearing were also present in this subcommittee hearing for big tech. And I'm hoping that once it does get escalated to a higher committee, then we can actually take something from that and hopefully make some changes and break up these companies and regulate them at the very least. Those are my 2 cents. What are yours? Thanks for listening.